podcast.
Welcome back to another episode of the Open Mic Podcast with me, your host, Tom Hirst, brought to you by Richland Source, Newsroom After Hours. Today we've got Cody and Jonathan of Narrow Arrow.
Hello, Doctor.
Howdy. Introduce yourself. Tell the folks at home what you do, please.
I am Cody Nicholas. I play guitar and sing in Narrow Arrow, and am a co-founder of Bonfire Nation Ltd., which was a house venue now turned into a household for a family, but also where we ship out merch and stuff from that location still too. And we'll probably get back to shows eventually one day, but
yeah. And you build the add-on you need to build like a basement add-on.
Well, we got to find another place to raise
tunnel.
the boy.
Yeah. Well, that's what the tunnel, basement tunnel room is. So you just chip it out.
Yeah.
And then you could throw some.
We'll get a house close by and then
Yep, tunnel through.
tunnel it.
Mm-hmm. Dude, that's a cool thing to do these days. Jonathan.
And I'm Jonathan Hape. I play drums for Narrow Arrow and do some vocals and the production side of things.
Record and mix all the records.
Yeah. If he was the...
And
we were doing a house tour,
master them too.
He would be where the magic happens in the house tour. Right.
What do you mean?
Like a Cribs. He's the house tour.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about basement dwellings.
Anyways,
Yeah.
where the magic happens.
Where the magic happens.
And I would also say at this point I've hitched my Apple wagon to the cart of Bonfire Nation as well.
Yeah.
So,
Jonathan's officially on board. That's why you might have noticed a lot more activity than there's ever been.
Also a lot more handshakes.
Yeah.
Just constant handshakes.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Constantly.
They're really good for podcasts because you can see them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you grab by the one and then you do a nice grasp with the other. Appreciation. It's weird when both do it, so you got to take turns. But
Is there like a technique that you guys subscribe to for...
we've just been playing together for so long. We just comes naturally.
Natural handshake.
Yeah, natural handshakes. Yeah.
Calluses kind of... They kind of form around each other.
They formulate, yeah.
Our calluses combined.
Every time we make a good decision, yeah. So
Just get closer.
Exactly.
it's pretty callous. Pretty callous.
Yeah.
Woo!
Fits just right. Exactly.
That was nice. Man, that was well-rounded. Good job, everybody. Oh.
Doctor?
So, you guys play music, and you have, 3 records out technically now?
Technically, I think, that's correct. We
I
have
mean,
a
if we're
split.
counting EPs as...
Yeah, we got a split EP as well, but that's just 2
that's
songs. Right. But that's our newest, release. So
Yeah.
And that was digitally released in 2004 and then physically released in 2005.
2005.
2025. It's all the same.
We're actually just trying to fight for the 20th anniversary.
Exactly.
It's like, this is a reunion.
2024.
podcast.
Exactly. If you just put yourself in the lore of emo and math rock way back then people just got to respect it.
That's exactly it.
Just inserting ourselves into that place in history.
Man, that's I completely forgot about the split. My apologies. Yeah, that thing was. That's one of the songs on that was what you guys did the symphony split with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was interesting because when we play, I play to a click track, and so we were able to take the recording of just the symphony and add it to our already ready, done and mixed version of that song, which didn't have anything. That song wasn't going to have anything else.
Oh, really?
And then when we had the opportunity with the orchestra and we, did that, we were able to just take those recordings and pop them right over and it just fit right on top. Yeah, it was nice.
Dude, that's
like the handshake.
technology.
It was brilliant.
Yeah. They're already calloused in.
Yeah, exactly. That's
it.
Dude,
by
that's
metronome.
So sick.
Yeah, so it was just acoustic and acoustic guitar
Yeah.
in a standard tuning, and then drums and bass and vocals. And then we did the orchestra thing. And Jonathan's like, oh, we could just take this symphony and put it in there. And I was like, we can? What?
And some of the stuff that they based, that the arranger based their parts off of was a piano part. So there was some piano, but it was really fun because we were able to elaborate on that and it
forgot,
fit just
yeah.
with the piano. So I know it's hard to think of that song without everything that's on it.
And we were doing a single anyway, so in our minds we were like, these weren't going to be songs that we were going to put on a record or anything. They were, you know, the acoustic being in standard tuning, and then I actually had a weird open tuning on my 8-string.
Okay.
And I was like, we're not even going to do these live or anything. They're just going to be for this cool math rock split.
Of course.
And then,
And then you get a symphony.
And then we're like, now we're playing them live, and now we got it. Yeah.
Like, oh, what if we added a symphony?
Jonathan,
let's do that.
Jonathan playing to a click just because listening back to live footage early on.
Yeah.
And listening to how we were really nervous sometimes, and things would just like songs that are already fast to play live would just be like obnoxious fast.
I mean, I'm an anxious person, and drums make me hyper anxious. And so anything to alleviate that while drumming and the click track is just like it's like a quaalude for my timing. It's just like okay.
There's no backing track at all. He is just listening to. Back there, like it's crazy.
And I'm like, nobody else.
Nothing
else.
Yeah.
Don't put anything else in there. No.
I was gonna say,
have to hear
what?
it. But I
It's
hear
like,
ambiently.
whoa.
I don't have it like running through. Like,
oh yeah. I get you.
I don't like. I mean, we like to have these dreams because we could carry around a sampler with backing tracks or have things split up or like in-ear monitors and like we all would like that and we can do that, but then we're just like, screw that. Like, can we just show up and like play and be happy?
There's this element of rock and roll, and I especially want it more and more the more I see things going with like profiler amps and you know, bands that like are very talented bands, but they want it to sound like the recording, but they can't find the players to keep up.
Right.
So they have like really cool, interesting parts. That with nobody's actually playing, you know. It's like I want to push back even more and be like, let's let it be raw and live. And people are kind of gravitating towards that anyway.
Right.
Yeah. Right. And with us, you know, no matter how pretty we like our music or technical we like our music, I think punk rock kind of always hits the ethos of what we've always gone for. And so like having that kind of a stripped down idea, like no matter what kind of, we always circle back to that. We can kind of, you know, overthink things and try and make them very technical or make them very polished or make them again very pretty sometimes, and then it's just like, but can we like do this and have a good time and like play it with just a guitar and just a bass and just a drum kit, you know, and add the orchestra when we have the ability, right? You know, so
it's I naturally just sound soft and pretty, and anything that I can do to kind of overcompensate the other way. If you do like the touching up what I'm doing too much, it's gonna sound soft and kind of and it sounds soft enough naturally. So like so coming at it live and letting it be kind of imperfect and
Yep. No, I think that
is important.
I mean, it definitely like. I couldn't even really imagine Narrow Arrow at all sounding any bit polished live in that way as like, I don't know, it definitely, it's like an unspoken thing that like, now that you're saying it, it's like, oh yeah, duh, that's always how it has been.
It's got to be
like,
a little rock and roll. It's got to be a little spacier live or.
I'm not really a technical drummer, but I do still like have fun and I still like to make parts interesting or make them feel the way I want to. And like, you know, I think we've always had, you know, have had that kind of non-sheen of like indie stuff. So you know, with this new album, we were trying to push for people that are, you know, producing things that sound a little more modern or a little more really not heavy, you know, very, you know, like instead of playing the snares real light, making sure everything is just banging at 10 and like, but because we already know we're gonna not do it that way like naturally anyways, and so it's gonna push against our own aesthetic and see what we kind of get in the middle of, you know.
Interesting.
I read an article with the National, and probably Matt Berenger or one of the Dustners was like, we have this big plan on what we're gonna do when we go into a studio, and then we go in and it ends up sounding exactly how we always like.
So like we want to make this big change,
and then we step back and we're like, oh, this is how we always do it.
This is the sound that we have.
Cool, so we did it again. We made another. And then we're making rad. Fucking never miss records, you know.
Right. I mean, when it works, you know. Well, don't break.
But I love that, like the idea, like if we have this weird, bizarre thing, like in this new stuff, I keep saying, like, oh, it's dancey. It's kind of like it's got this whole dancey, fun vibe, but listening back to him, it's like it's pretty kind of mathy though too. Like and me trying to do that kind of stuff, like
like I almost feel like if you actually just tried to do what you would normally end up getting, it actually wouldn't be that, because you got to go through the process of trying something to end up back to where
the lens that it's going through shows more than the thing that you're trying to interpret through that lens sometimes.
Right.
You know, like and that's good when there's personality on it. You know, that makes us feel good. But yeah, it is very funny to just like push so hard into something and then be like, we just changed by 1 degree.
Yeah, right. Oh man, so how long have you guys been? Well, I wanted to ask about the symphony thing too, but like, because I wanted to know how that process went. But you guys have a new record coming out as well, though, or working on, right?
Well, to the symphony, we're gonna do a repressing of our last record from 2021 this year through Wax Mage Records again, which is what we did the EP through, and that was awesome. Shout out to Wax Mage and Ty and
they did a repressing of the Middle Children EP, which was just like gracious and beautiful and like really they do such amazing art. you know?
And they just like our band. Ty loves our band, and they just.
We love Ty.
Did it. So we, so we're repressing for the 5-year anniversary.
Nice.
And on it, we're hoping to have the version of Ruth Leslie with the symphony on it. So
we're so sick.
It's been a little bit of a challenge to get the film rights and to get, to like release that, but we're hoping to have that soon. It looks like we made some headway.
You know, there's just a lot of hands. You know, there's unions and things like that, and everybody wants to make sure they're not stepping on somebody else's toes. And we were lucky enough right away when we got the okay for using the things on the last release, right? And part of that is also the person that did the arranging of it, and and he was great about getting that stuff and getting those files to the symphony. You know, working with us on those songs, and you know,
Arthur Yang, Arthur P.O.D. Yang, or Wang, maybe Yang, but killed it. A student. He was a student at Michigan State. And like had just graduated maybe, or was graduating, and he did it.
He seemed to me, he seemed like somebody that had been in that world for like forever. Like he just like seemed, maybe it's because he was so fresh out of like schooling, and like so he just knows the way it should go, you know. But like, just
absolutely killed it. Good, and I think I was probably the only one who was direct contact. Like I got his information and reached out to him on like Facebook and just wanted to like talk to him. And, because he wanted me to arrange like some guitar stuff for him, and I'm like, dude, like I'll try. So I did even try like some handwritten stuff, but with the double guitar thing, it was I don't even know, man. I know I know tappers and stuff have tablature books and stuff. I never looked at them. It hurts my brain to look at them.
That's way too much thinking.
I won a Marcos Mina tablature book because I did like a riff contest through his Instagram page, and I got a copy of the Fruit Galaxy Standards. I got a copy of Fruit Galaxy, sick, so good, and then his tablature book, and I opened up just to check it out, and I was like, if someone else wants to do this for me, sweet, but I'm not. No. I don't even know where to start here. So,
which somebody, I mean, didn't somebody tab out from Middle Children?
Impress?
Impress.
Somebody did do a YouTube. And tabbed it out. They did pretty good. Yeah.
Dude, that's so cool. Dude, I can't imagine.
It is cool. I had another kid recently too hit me up with trying to learn that verse riff, and I sent him a video back showing me. He was like, "What am I doing wrong?" I was like, "Oh, hell yeah! Like, let me show you, dude."
Dude, that's so cool. What a great feeling.
That's just really wild.
Right. Oh, it's trippy. Yeah,
dude. Yeah, it's like
but super flattering. Like, I don't know. I feel like a younger me would have maybe been a bit more like protective and like, I don't know, man. You just got to figure it out. Like, it's just like
that's my thing. Exactly. Don't steal my thing.
Yeah, exactly. Don't step on my. You're gonna run with this, and then I'm gonna hear about how I sound like you in 3 years. You know, like, you do this social media thing a lot better than me. Like,
you're mentioned in one interview 20 years later. You're like,
see, I told all. See, I can't find the video I sent him. I just want to be regarded.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's so good. So composer, so you worked with they assigned, like they hired out somebody for the whole
the arranging process.
The arranging process. Okay.
Yeah, and fresh outta or fresh graduating.
And so you guys just kind of just sent them your song and kind of just
they did
played.
it. Yeah,
really.
And I was really too much. I was really overbearing, probably, with everybody involved through the whole process. Sorry, gang.
Yeah.
But I was just so nervous that it wasn't going to work out. And
right.
Because it seemed like so last minute, everything coming together all at once. But everybody was professional, and it actually all came together. But we didn't actually hear what it sounded like till I don't know.
Also, I'll say this: Cody is really pretty chill, but I think Donovan and I are not. And so we could probably get a little too much on Cody about things since he has to be the liaison. Of course.
I appreciate you saying
100%.
that. I really do.
So, I mean, that's
yeah.
But Cody,
it's
what about
funnel.
this thing happening? And I need to know this right now. And he's okay. Because it's the connection between everybody.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, everybody needs a funnel. So
yes.
And me sending an email trying to get something is like, I sit there and I have to take away 15 thank yous as my edit process.
Reduce the
God,
emojis.
why did I say thank you so much?
Right.
I apologize for saying thank you.
I'll just look back at how many words I've stressed with all caps, and I'm like, I know it's not supposed to be yelling, but there's no italics, so I just let me do this in a text, please.
They do it on purpose. They want us to be divided. They would provide italics if they didn't want to divide us.
Exactly.
There's no middle ground of tone there.
No,
look at the
not.
detail of emojis that you get. No italics. I mean, come on.
Yeah, exactly. That's an important part of literacy is you're italicizing, you're underlining, your hyphenations.
That's happening.
Oh, you just got all caps?
All caps. Or regular stuff.
Exclamation points. One period is
optional.
One period is gonna be some tension there.
Being a teacher and talk to texting the word period about I can't be there sixth period, and it just says I can't be there sixth.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, which makes somewhat sense, but still, it just adds a period. Or I play at a place called Asterisk a lot, and every time I say I'm playing at Asterisk in my talk to text, it just puts a little asterisk there.
That should be expected, though.
It should be
from the company who named their place Asterisk.
Yeah.
You would think. It's its own branding.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, we should have the orchestra stuff coming out, which would be cool, really cool timing if we can get it all. But
absolutely.
Yeah.
Speaking of thank you emails, get at me, the Renaissance. Get at me, Chelsea. Well, I told her I'd send her flowers if we get that footage.
Yeah, because I would love to put that together and put that out.
Yeah,
that'd be nice. And I think it'd be nice for everybody, for sure. Because, I mean, we have recordings and they probably have footage of the other two artists too, that would be great.
People
to
don't
go
believe
through.
us.
It actually happened.
It's out there. There's a number you can call. It's toll free.
With all
toll free, at least in the States. If you're in Canada, I'm not sure.
With all this fucking AI, people don't believe us.
They'll
be like,
they saw one little clip and then nothing afterwards, and everyone is like,
glitched through the chair there.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Just that narrow arrow.
My beard is his beard now. It's like watching Muppet Babies in the 80s. And overseas animators are like, is Kermit blue for these 2 frames? That's AI.
Yep.
Right there.
Yep. I was actually never real. It was AI from
from the start years ago. But yeah, we'll get that proof out there. And
no, I really can't wait to hear it. It was fantastic in person, but I heard it once in person, and it's like only the feeling remains. So it'd be nice to.
That's good. That's good. That there's some mystique about this. Maybe we're all doing the right thing.
It also resonated with me emotionally and will for the rest of my life.
It's such a sick. I want them to do it more. It's so cool. It's like one of the coolest things that I've heard.
If we could get them to do it one more time, we could get that footage tomorrow.
But
I don't know why they do like all the plays that they do when they could just do
They're
that.
just trying stuff. They're just trying stuff. It's got to be hard running.
Just stop doing plays.
Just do.
Yeah.
Just
theater. There's
No, I'm
such
just
a
kidding,
beauty
I'm
to
just kidding.
theater, though.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding. So you guys are working on another record though, currently, right?
Yeah.
Besides the symphony.
Yep. Our last one, we did 2 singles in 2024, and then they came out on a physical copy through Ditterid Records in 2025. So that's our last physical release. Our last album we did in 2021. And so, yeah, we got the 5-year. And our thing is, like, you should probably be writing your next record when your last one is, like, kind of in post-production.
Yeah,
And we kind of went ahead and just enjoyed the fruits of our labor for, like, a few years before we were like, let's start working on the next one. Like, you know, and a lot of life happens, and that's really important, I've realized, as, like, being in a band and just songs. You know, songs are more interesting if they're genuine. I think that's a very common but true, simple truth. And to force things, especially with Narrow Arrow, which is where I feel like I'm not mimicking any sort of, but it's what comes out, you know, when I really sit down and try to be myself with the instrument and my voice and lyrics and, you know, so letting them happen organically has always been a big part, and living life has always been a big part of that. So I know other bands are probably putting records out every few. But I also feel like we never sit back and fully milk the stuff that we've done in the past that we're really proud of. I feel like this weird pressure to do, you got to get the next thing out. You got to get the next thing out. But as soon as I kind of changed my perspective, like, maybe we're making, like, timeless music. And maybe, like, this is just, like, timeless in the sense that, you know, it won't live, like, but whoever likes it can like it, and it kind of, it is the same, but it does grow, and it is a growing in maturity, and, but it's still the same spirit. You know?
Just stretched out over time.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it works because I definitely, like, your albums are very replayable, and so it's consistent in that regard.
That's amazing to hear. Thank you.
Yeah. What, like, when you guys do go back to writing, like, what is the first steps that you usually roll through?
Well, I kind of have a mouthful to say about the new record, and I'm kind of like, do I just, like, say it all at once, or do I just kind of, like, because
shotgun blast it into our face.
Just
say
really,
what you need.
just
to say.
almost more before, because I think Cody could talk about his writing process, you know, for a while, but just to kind of piggyback off what Cody just said. Also, you've had a child, and that is part of, like, the growth process, but also the length of time between things. You know, Donovan and I have been off in different cities. You know, it's something that just, like, naturally we had to be okay and trust the timing of the band, because we've been through so many, like, ups and, like, midpoints that we kind of deconstructed. And I really think that I would consider this new album maybe our first record.
Okay,
it's our first full length.
Interesting.
Because, you know, Asbestos almost gets there, Claustro almost gets there, and this is, like, we have, like, a full album's worth of songs that are all thought through, and really, we're not piecing anything together. We're going into, some of these have been around since right after Asbestos, and some of them are very, very fresh. And, like, we're going into, like, an actual studio and doing these, like, everything just kind of feels new again. You know, and I think that it is a growth thing, but I also think it's, like, a complete recharge for everything we do, and really a start in earnest. But I just kind of wanted to say that about it.
And I keep saying, you know, here comes our second wave. Like, Narrow Arrow's been around now long enough. Like, we had a good wave, things got a little rocky, and then when things started picking kind of back up, and we started to maybe catch it, then the pandemic happened. And then now there seems to just be this natural wave coming again, with opportunities and the new music and how it's coming together and the times we're living in. Because I had a kid, and I realized, you know, I gained empathy
Yeah.
And so the poisoned the rock and roll well. You know?
Yeah.
And like real empathy, like really understanding that, you know, everybody's born in this world and they immediately need help. We're not a species that can survive without help.
Yeah.
And it's not cool to be so soft, you know?
Yeah.
But it's so, but yeah, so there's, like I said, there's a maturity now with this new stuff, and hearing Jonathan say that it feels like a fresh start, like, it's true, like, it does, and we are going into, like, a studio for the first time as, like, a band. Jonathan's always had to do, like, everything. He just gets to go in and play drums, and he doesn't have to play drums and then come. He doesn't need me to sit there and tell me. Yeah, he doesn't need me to sit there and tell me how to do the program and, like, things to arm
so that he can
before
track.
he does his fucking take. And then, and like,
yeah,
you know.
we're tracking as a band, so the songs are rehearsed enough to be tracked as a band. Like, you know.
Donovan now being in the group as long as he has been. And he's really, you know, he's a busy boy, but his bass parts are so good. And what he's bringing to the band is really, he gets it. And it's really cool because at first it was just kind of like, Donovan will learn and kill these bass parts that we already know, and if we want to step in, but he's really stepped up and
I think that's a collaborative thing when it comes to writing the song structures and then even the bass parts. I think because, you know, Cody and I have more experience with writing, but then we'll get just a seed of an idea and Donovan will just go boom, or it'll go the other way around where he's like, I figured out the whole second half of this song and every exact thing. Where do we start? And he's so open to that, and then just like completely like pulls his own personality like into it, you know.
That's wonderful.
I get that because I would get lost note wise with what Cody does.
Yeah,
you know, I would totally get lost note wise because there's so much going on. Right? If you weren't the one writing those parts, absolutely.
I don't think about the one or anything, and that's where the math rock comes in. It's just like the tapping leads to like wherever it feel like it could give, which it does sometimes.
And I'm like, it has to start here.
It's like, but where does it start? And I was like, well, I'm doing this for a blip, and then the vocal comes in. And like, but where does it end, and where does it?
But it has to go from here to here.
I swear that's a drummer quality that like you either have it or you don't. Like
and then we count it out, and it's like, okay, so it's a 5, and then it's a 6. And it's
that's
like,
what we do.
Because I do.
It's like architecture blueprints, you know.
Or like how the fact that you know, I saw something recently talking about how we stumbled across math as like a way of like keeping track of like apples and like how many, you know, donkeys you have, but like really that explains like literally how everything works. So like we stumbled across like that, and that's the thing is we know that this is how many times it goes, but then we are like, how many times does it go? And then we have to like count it like out loud to each other. That's how much we know.
It all breaks down to 2 and 3, baby. It all breaks down to 2 and 3 one way.
Yep. Oh, that's so good.
But yeah, sorry. I just kind of wanted to interject because I just had to like, I'm so happy about what we're on the precipice of and what we're about to do with these songs and about the songs. And it doesn't feel like a side project for me. It feels like a band that feels part of my identity, you know. I just feel really jazzed on all this.
I hear you say that.
We don't talk. So.
Yeah. Well, we do. We do constantly, but it's, you know, there does always seem to need to be an agenda. An agenda. We never really.
Thank you, Tom, for providing the space for us to have a conversation.
To finally catch up.
It's what I do. So, you know, so many people have actually had real conversations in these on this podcast for the first time ever. I don't know. I'm just making that up, man.
I feel that.
Yeah. No, it makes sense that this is a refresher album, because just peripherally watching the band, like what you guys are doing online and stuff like that, it feels like it feels like a restart, like a refresh, especially Donovan actually being a substantially important, like, cornerstone member now of the group, because it was always like kind of whomever for a minute, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited to see.
And we made a a decision that we were gonna post more, and it's literally amazing how the band has a pulse after just
making some posts.
Because last year I didn't realize how little we didn't post. Like the years go by so quick now.
And it's not like we weren't working.
No, we were working on stuff.
We were getting excited about the stuff. We were
Nobody had any idea.
I was going
we had Middle Children come out, you know, with the anniversary. Like we had a lot of stuff happen.
You know, you take a picture while you're doing it, but you just want to be there and do it, you know, and you should really have somebody else doing it because you both want to be in the picture, you know, or the video or whatever. And it's just such an other thing you have to include, and we just didn't include it in 2025, and now
it goes back to why we don't have samples or backtracks or things. We just want to show up and do the thing we do.
You know, when the last band that I was in, La Delay, ended, there was just such a setup and a computer involved, and sometimes the computer would need to, or whatever, and like I said, and we could do it in a basement. Yeah. But it really was meant to be on like a big stage thing, and that was cool. But when that ended, a lot of Algernon Cadwallader was spinning in Bonfire, and I wanted to be able to do a band that just could do one mic in a basement. That's all they needed to provide. Yeah. Just one mic. Right. And then if it can sound good that way, then we can add all the other stuff. But But then it became such a thing to be a power trio, and
you gotta flex whatever muscles you have, and sometimes that shifts and changes, you know, depending on what you're trying to get at, and I feel that way very much so because we both like things that are big production too. Yeah, you know, but like it's funny because when I was playing in Room and Board, I wouldn't use pedals. I would just plug into an amp. But then solo, I would have like my like huge setup. And so it's like, actually, for just me and an acoustic, it's a lot of stuff. But for my band, I don't want to worry about anything.
I never thought about that. But absolutely.
Yeah, like I already do that like stuff where I have in-ears and everything going. Yeah. So like it's really fun to just be like, oh, I just need to bring my sticks and my cymbals and you know, like some real basic things. Right. Or my kit, you know, that's fine. Whatever. Yeah. I like it when people backline, but less so to do even.
Yeah, it is. It is. I don't know that it's like this excitement about just being able to pick up and play wherever, you know, not have to overthink anything, but be able to.
And if you didn't play drums, I would say, says the singer. Says the
he went back to singing, if you didn't notice. He went back to being the vocalist, if you didn't notice. For that too. I keep saying, like, I want to do a drum lab in my basement. I got 2 rooms down there, soundproof them out, and just let drummers come in drum, because that's the big reason there's a shortage a lot of the time. It's like there's no, like a room like this, just like in my basement. 24-hour access, like a gym.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And you could just go down there and bang some stuff out. Maybe we'll provide some instruction.
Band gym. I like that, yeah.
Band gym. Joe, that's actually not bad.
Right?
It does need to have a ring. And a band gym kind of sounds like that can grow. Like anybody can do a band gym. Yeah, right. You know, which I would want.
The Gold's Gym font, you know? So, perfect.
Boys.
Perfect. That's pretty sick.
Cool.
All right. Anyway.
But there's a reason Tom went back to doing vocals.
Lots of them.
One of many reasons.
Many reasons. Wait, so how many, so you said this is going to be like the first full length technically then?
I think so.
Well, even for the fact that it's going to have 10 songs.
Oh, yeah. So actual full length. Well, I don't know.
Like, because
And some of them are longer, a little more
songs,
plotting, you know?
Interesting.
I've been saying, like, if you can't do a song in 3 minutes, you know, come on. And then all of, like, the natural, before I timed them, there's, like, 4 minutes on each one. I was like, well, all right.
Yeah, hey, it's math.
I was on some, like, if it's not going to be 3 minutes, it should be 7 minutes. You know what I mean? Don't land in there, like, be an intentional.
Yeah, and then we would be like, let's stop in the middle of the bridge, and that's the end of the song.
Yeah. You know, like, and so many people are, I was like, because, you know, why not? Like, I'm sick of I could be sick of playing this, and But now it's just like, why don't you let people just enjoy the song? If you don't enjoy it for one extra time around with that hook,
you're right. Yep. No, it's
so we do 2.5 hooks now.
I think there's an art to giving too much and taking away enough. You know,
Yeah, but we've had the artwork for it and everything planned out for really since the last record. I mean, like we've thought about how this one is kind of that one was a jumping off point into what this would be. Originally, this was going to be more a conceptual thing, doing more things with like a 4-track tape player and doing half the songs really acoustic and like layered, and half of them like really just like really like straight and heavy. Yeah. And that's just kind of morphed into like Cody was saying about the National, just doing the same thing.
Yeah,
but with those things in mind, though, like with certain songs are very layered. That's Cody doing double acoustics, doing, thinking of it as more of like a long piece than like, what do I want to play right now in this moment on stage? But like, what do I want to listen to? Maybe, Yeah. And but I feel like Kaylee Krause did the photo that we're going to be using.
She's got it pinned on her profile. Yes. That swan photo.
She's the best.
Yeah, and so it's just I feel like the animal connection. We're sticking with the animal cover and the name game. So those are two things.
And I don't ever think about it. And actually, I saw that picture and I was like, Jonathan, this would be an amazing album cover. And then happens. He put some fonts and some pinks in the fonts, and the album's called War, Worn, Roar.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is an anagram of narrow arrow.
Nice.
And it's strange because we're about to be in war.
Yeah. That's true. Well, we are technically.
We are in a war, which, we're trying to get this album out even quicker now, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, you said waves,
Yeah. Like, we're bombing the Middle East? Like, why?
It's time to put out an album. You need a math rock album to play to.
Didn't this happen when I was a teenager?
But also the fact that we had a song called Anagram, and then now we're doing an anagram of
and we posted that reel of Anagram, and someone suggested we do an anagram of all the lyriks and repost it of Anagram. And I was like, if this video had done better, I would have done it on.
If you give me 5,000 likes,
if this had 500 views, I might think about it. I might put the time in.
But until then, I'll just have ChatGPT put one.
Exactly. Yeah. You're gonna get accused of. I'm gonna spend a week putting it together and then get accused of ChatGPT immediately.
Oh man, that's gonna gaslighting with AI, using AI to real stuff.
Oh, I think it's good. I think that's just more. It's going to go away quicker, you know, because nobody believes anybody about anything. It's going to be really frustrating. People are going to go out for concerts now.
Everything has to be real.
I hope I get accused of being AI.
Yeah, right.
Like with the double guitars or whatever. I dream of it because I'm going to say that. Well, you'll just have to come see. Yeah, there's only one way to find out. Get to the gig.
Right. Nice. Yeah. No. Well, now you need to just put out AI videos of you playing double guitar only AI.
I can't touch AI. I can't touch it. I can only joke about it.
And then you have to tell people. It'll be.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll start it.
Yeah. There you go. Don't start it.
I might. Yeah. They get hands weird, right?
I think they figured that out.
Oh, no.
That was like a year ago. That was like 6 months ago, man.
If you've seen the Will Smith evolution of him eating spaghetti,
it's horrifying,
for the past 3 years, it goes from like that like weird thing where it's like all over the place, and then now where it's like literally, it just looks like footage.
It's legit. It looks really good.
It's horrifying. Yep. So yeah, exactly. So real things will have to happen more.
Yep. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
I think life's only going to get better.
Yep.
Yeah.
As long as we're not subjugated in some weird way or something like that.
Let's do it. Yeah.
We just got to get this. We just got to get this record out.
Yeah. How much longer? Did you guys track? Have you are in the process of tracking
we pre-production.
I was
going to say you're all pre-production and y'all did it.
We've demoed out all the songs, and that's how we knew that we wanted somebody else to record it. We knew we were going to get somebody else to mix it, and we have a couple names, sitting around in our heads and at our disposal. But we'll get into that once something is more confirmed. But as far as tracking it, we're going to go to Vaughn Studios in Columbus.
Okay.
Which is it's in Upper Arlington. I've actually taken my audio students there to field trip and record bands and stuff.
Nice.
And so Scott Sawyer, who does a lot of production around Columbus, but he does engineering there and has helped me out tons of times. He's going to be engineering it. And we're just going to go down for 3 days, and we got 7 tunes we're going to knock out there, and then we've got 3 or 4 more that we're either going to be piecing together ourselves, going back there, or going out to another studio. So
we might have enough songs to cut one. Just you know what I mean? It's our like first record. You know, we come in with like a strong like 7. And then put like 2 or 3 more together in the studio, but now we're coming out of the year like written. They all got
everything's
hooks.
done. Yeah,
dude, that's sick.
We're practicing our parts. I'm writing down tempos. A big aspect is we don't drink anymore.
Yeah. So you guys are really productive.
I'll have a beer now. So I guess I would say I don't get drunk anymore because I can't fully.
Nice.
I can't fully say I'm sober.
Yeah. Well, I mean, still,
from alcohol,
that rules.
But yeah, like. Not writing or practicing under the influence of alcohol has probably been another reason why it's taken a while to like put things together.
Yeah.
You almost think you can't do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But not to get all AA my journey, but lyrically especially, I just think of like making Asbestos and listening to it again, and there's parts that at the time I was like, I should just spend a little more time making this part a little bit more technical or picking some better chords, and I'm not letting myself do that with this one. So we got tempos written down, just playing the parts as is, listening to them, and we're just gonna go in and do them live. Yeah. So
I'm excited. I'm very excited to hear this. Yeah, very excited to hear this. Because like, I mean, it makes that the process. I don't know. The more and more you do it, the more how much you see the details matter. And so like being able to look back and be like, if I would have done it this way a little bit more, or put this, but having the ability and the foresight to be able to do that, like with like how much music and time you guys have already spent with as a band,
right.
It's very excited to hearing.
And I'm really happy with how our old records sound. I just am excited that Jonathan doesn't have to sit there and try and like fix
100%. Like, I'm very proud of the work that we've done, but I also hear all the mistakes even now. You know, I hear what could the potential, just like Cody's saying about parts, I hear about the production, I hear about everything. And so like not really having somebody else to blame. That's going to be the big
really
thing.
nice.
That's really
and
nice.
We're paying the money, so we can be just like forthright about it.
We can
say that's a cup of coffee at them.
Exactly.
Fresh pots.
You get out of my house. Get out of this studio. This is ours.
Not in my town.
Exactly. Listen, buddy, could you give us the room? I'm going to do it. Can you give us the room?
But when he's in a different room already, we're just talking. Hey, hold on.
He's in the ISO booth, and we tell him to leave still.
Shut the curtains.
We don't need to turn his mic on at all. We still tell him to leave. We're going to need the room.
If you can't hear, Cody is miming on a podcast.
Like a guy was in an ISO booth and still couldn't hear whether the button was being pushed down or not.
So that joke worked really well for anybody listening to this because you didn't know.
I need to get a stenographer.
Yeah, you do. That's a sound you want happening the whole time.
I hear people love that.
ASMR podcast.
Yeah.
Hey, you can hashtag if you do something like that. Yeah, you can hashtag ASMR podcast. Yeah.
Instantly, like 20 more views.
Start selling sensory toys as products.
Just record like in a very like open like reverberous room with like an air conditioner and just call it ASMR. The sounds of sleeping behind you, like
Brooklyn night.
Yeah, exactly.
In the summer. Yo, I got a sponsor for the show. You already know what it is. Mallory Hirst with the Keller Williams Legacy Group. We all know buying houses is hard right now. We're not going to sugarcoat it. Things are difficult, but let me tell you, there is still an option. And that option is Mallory Hirst. With a motto like where there's a will, there's a house, you can guarantee you're going to be taken care of. Whether you're buying or you're selling, the right option is out there for you. And Keller Williams is national, so even if you don't live in Ohio, still hit her up. She can help you find a real estate agent in your area that you can trust. So contact Mallory Hirst today with all of your real estate needs, whether it's buying or selling a house, or you just need some information about the market in your area. Contact her at 419-685-8071. Again, 419-685-8071. All right, now back to the episode. Oh man, yeah. I don't know. What else are you guys doing?
Man, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. We are touring over the summer a couple times.
Yeah.
So that'll be really fun.
Nice.
We're hitting the road in June.
Mm-hmm. And then
We're how long we're all?
We're going out to Minneapolis and back.
All right. That's fun. It's a good
Stoked
good
on
time to
that.
go to Minneapolis.
Yeah. Minneapolis, I always say.
Minneapolis.
Yeah, I know. I grew up
Minneapolis.
saying Minneapolis. And
Minneapolis,
then
yeah, right.
And then
There's
I
no
only like recently had to remind myself because I've been corrected before, but then I was like looking at it and I was just like, we just Mississippi'd this shit, didn't we? Minneapolis, like we just added another like 4 N's for some reason. Another set, another set.
Minneapolis.
Minion.
Apple.
But headed out there.
Yeah, nice.
It's like a 10-day run. We got into Columbus Arts Festival, so we'll be playing the Columbus Arts Festival that run.
Sick.
And then we'll do Pittsburgh later that night. So we'll play on Friday, June 12th, if you're in Columbus and at the Arts Festival.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
And then,
on from there.
On from there. Yeah, it's going to be a busy tour. We got like a live session booked in there at one point in Niles.
Oh, I forgot.
Michigan.
That's great.
Yeah,
rad.
With our boy Eli. So we're gonna stay busy, and then July 31st we should be in Richmond, but August 1st we'll be in Philadelphia.
Yeah, and that's Philadelphia is like a really good city for us. We have a lot of fun there, and have had a lot of good shows, and that there in Lancaster are just like really great spots.
Which is probably I haven't asked anybody from Lancaster about a show there yet, but we got some folks that are reliable. So.
Absolutely.
Well, I mean, Pennsylvania, that's a
good spot.
Midwest.
I forget how loaded. Pennsylvania and Ohio are just
really
loaded with cities that
are like small big cities.
Yeah, you can get awesome shows there.
Yeah, right.
You can get awesome shows.
That's where it's at, man.
So you want to do like the popular cities on a weekday, and then like the offshoot popular cities on a weekend.
Yep. Yeah, they're not too jaded yet.
I mean, Mansfield itself is a good show town, for music, and so like the fact that we're lucky enough to have this as like a home base, but think of how many other places like this there are. I always think about that when you see like a hidden gem somewhere. It's like, wow, there's a lot of cities, places you've never even heard of in your own state, and tons of states, very spread out. There's probably a bunch of places like this that you could just like, make a splash in, have
where there's
fun,
somebody who's like trying to do something that's in your vein of what you do.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. The hard part is finding them.
But the Mansfield was perfect because it's an hour from everything, and it was pretty common for really rad up-and-coming bands to have a date drop on a weekday, and we could just at the drop of the hat do them at Relax and or at Bonfire.
Right.
But but even that could come back around this year, things like that.
Yeah.
So,
Where did we play? Was it Tiffin or Findlay where we played that record store?
I was gonna.
Yeah, that like town was really cool. Tiffin, yeah. That like it's just a small
under the surface record.
Yeah, that was just such a fun time, and there was like one of those gallery hop type of things happening, like where everybody like every corner had somebody like busking on it. Real cool. It felt really alive for such a small Ohio town.
You have no idea about Tiffin. You see Tiffin on Marketplace all the time.
And that's what I'm saying. So there are some of those in Pennsylvania. There are some of those in Indiana.
And then you drive in. I remember driving in. It's like, oh my, this is beautiful. Like, it was
and other bands
really cool
in your
shop.
vein playing. It's really neat.
Yeah, it's there needs to be a better circuit of people like. There needs to be a Facebook group, is what I'm saying, for all these Ohio small towns. Cool small towns. Yeah. Are you a cool small town?
They need band gyms.
Do you want to be
get a band gym? And you're going to have a cooler small town.
Band gym.
Get band gym,
dude.
Oh, man.
Jam gym.
Jam band gym.
Band gym is like really it's growing on me even faster. The merch, the global gym merch.
Of course, the Gold's gym.
Gold's gym. Of course, I'm doing the parody from.
Well, I was thinking God's Gym, which is God's Gym, which was like the Christian parody T-shirts of like. That was like Gold's Gym.
Did they have? I never saw those.
Just like the Reese's that says Jesus.
Oh yeah.
All those.
God's Gym.
For the traveling phone book rippers.
The Power Team.
The Power Team.
Yeah.
I've seen the Power Team many times.
Oh yeah, good old Power Team. I wonder if that's still a thing.
I don't think so.
Let's hope.
I don't think so.
Let's hope.
Society.
They had a great message.
Yeah.
They
I
said,
remember
don't do
watching
drugs.
those guys like smash a bunch of Burger King before a performance, like in their white van.
That's awesome.
Anyway, so let's not digress. Let's not talk about power boys.
This is now a Power Team podcast.
Power team.
Our team podcast.
Let's not talk about the power force.
Dude, that's so good. Oh man. Yeah, that's exciting. You guys got a very busy summer ahead of you.
Yeah, well,
Sounds
we
like-
know now we have to book it like 7 months out.
Yeah, I'm really bad at that, dude. I'm real bad at that.
We're-
You would think I would know better by now, but nope.
Same.
It's March
I'm
already,
horrible
and working
at
out
that.
details for August 1st. I'm worried I missed
Yeah.
my window.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
I'm
crazy.
feeling that way about stuff. And like when
Yeah.
I was trying to book things in like November, it was either one of two things. We don't book this early, or wow, it's already too late. And then trying to book things now, it's just all too late.
Booking
Like, what's
festival-
going on? Like,
Right.
Yeah.
were you supposed to hit you up on Christmas?
Yeah,
What
right.
am I supposed to do here?
Yeah.
Booking festivals for this year started sending out emails in October, November. And then like because it only opens for like 2 months, some of
Right.
these submissions, and then no
Yeah.
more once it's done. But we'll see. I'm still waiting to hear back from Fest in Florida.
Oh yeah.
It should be good. Gainesville Festival. It's like a
Okay.
punk festival, but we'll see.
That would be sick.
We can do our faster stuff.
Yeah, right.
I feel like we can do that now,
Yeah.
Decide what band we're gonna be for
Yeah.
the audience.
You know, whatever kind of gears towards
Yeah.
whatever,
Yeah.
you know.
Right.
We can do our yellier stuff when we play with screamo bands.
Yeah,
and
right.
Get the acoustic out and do
Scrams.
that stuff for coffee shop gigs. As Donovan
Yeah,
has talked about.
exactly.
Right.
Donovan just talking about being the Sarah McLachlan songs. or something
Yeah,
like that. Just-
exactly. I know. we
Donovan,
could-
if it's not fast and heavy, he's. I mean, he likes a lot of music, but he likes
Yeah.
this kind of music to be
Okay.
going for it.
Really?
You know? Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we've had a couple tunes that we were like, these ones are just dragging. Do we have to do these as a full band? And we're like, nope, we don't. These can just be.
Yeah.
Because I totally understand what he's saying, and
Yeah.
I've learned to not be so self-conscious about it and just accept. Grant Meyer from Vasudeva, I was writing pop songs with Taj Torrance, and I was talking to him about it, and I was really self-conscious. He's like, bro, whatever like comes out is coming out. So feels like it's coming out naturally. Just go with it.
Yeah.
You know? And so I was like, it really gave me the courage to really dig in and do like that R&B kind of stuff. And that was really great. But then applying it to Narrow Arrow now as well, and just letting it be like, let me just, like, we got some real Dave Matthews. We called it the Dave Matthews song.
Oh, it definitely is.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's very Dave Matthews.
And it's
I
just
love Dave
very
Matthews, I'm
bright.
not gonna lie.
And I've been so.
Right?
I even get up. Yeah, I've even let myself have a bit more of like a 90s yarl.
What you gotta have. Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah.
Like-
I make sure I'm doing like the triplets on the hi hat.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Donovan's like, is that too jaunty of a bass line? We're like, no, you cannot get. It's got,
No.
He's like, well, the later half is really like melancholy, though. You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah,
Exactly.
it's gonna hit you with
Yeah.
emo halfway through.
Yep. Oh man.
Yeah.
That's the formula.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, is the soft stuff works, I think, in that emo vein as well as you know.
Yeah, but I write something bright and happy like that, and I'm like, oh, I hope Jonathan and Donovan can make it not so.
Oh, but then
Matchbox 20.
But
you
then we
know?
just level it up.
But then
because that's what Donovan.
right.
Donovan could talk about Matchbox 20 for like 4 hours, like
That's
without
awesome.
stopping.
And it's,
That's awesome.
And it's so funny because I love like
Yes.
Rob Thomas.
Yeah.
I did not realize that like the Santana song and did with him at all, but like Matchbox
Dude,
20,
that's one of the
like
greatest songs ever
writing
created.
hooks and stuff. Well, I've even noticed when I'm practicing the vocal, I'm letting myself do more of a yarl than the
Okay.
lower register,
Ah.
which is interesting because I've always been really self-conscious about having a high
Yeah.
voice, and you know, it was a point of pride to get away from trying to do yarl stuff because when I was 12, 13 playing songs, I would get recognized for answering the telephone as my mom, you know, and then would try to play these like rock and roll songs, and like Nickelback was hot coming off the rails, you know, and everybody was like, "Oh, you playing Sing? You heard this song?" You know, growly growl. And Kurt Cobain was already, you know, Nirvana tunes and stuff, and so hearing like Claudio from Coheed and Anthony Green from Circa, it's like, oh, it's you don't see Bergeson from Sigur Rós.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and it was like, oh, singing high is like,
it's cool.
It can be done really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
But I'm even noticing I'm getting a little, that little like 90s and holding out notes. I'll let her kind of slip into a little bit of that R a little bit.
And that's my natural voice, having done music in the late 90s and writing a lot and like being into like modern rock of that era. You know, like I definitely wanted everything to sound like that. And sometimes you just got to do it.
Yeah, so I'm letting natural things happen. I've let a lot of gatekeeping go that I didn't realize that I was doing.
Yeah.
But just
gatekeeping.
Things that people told me over the years that were just like, oh, they didn't actually know anything, and they were kind of like just saying it to say it. So I've let a lot of that stuff go, and it's really been helpful and liberating. But you know, then I am getting like very. You know, it's like all like, yeah, and then the lyrics are all, you know, you try to make everything darker because the guitar part sounds so happy, and that's how it all kind of culminates.
Yeah,
starts with a fun riff normally. So
you just got to balance it.
Yeah, but Jonathan scooped this up for me. This is a Guild T50.
Yeah, that thing's pretty.
And it's not perfectly in tune right now, but. It's still amazing. And all of the acoustic songs, the 6-string stuff, we're going to do on this because it's like a very nice hybrid between an electric and an acoustic, and it's how it was marketed even. But yeah, it's got the single pickup, and Dave Davison from Maps and Atlases, all of those early EPs were done on a Harmony Rocket through like a Blues Junior or a Blues Champion even maybe. And like a big muff pedal, and it didn't even occur to me that maybe that's what I was trying to do. But then I was looking at these, so this is going to be on the record because I write all the 6-string songs on the acoustic, and we try to keep them balanced. So we'll have like the setup is songs that are just on the 8-string, songs that are on an 8-string and the 6-string, the horizontal guitar, so double guitar, and then songs that are just on the 6-string. So the 8-string is in standard, the piano guitar is in dadgad, and then this is like open D major 9. Is that what you would call it? Because you leave this, it's an open D, but you leave this high one at a D. And all the acoustic songs that Narrow Era does are in that tuning. And we used to do an acoustic live, and I used to just have a Woody pickup that I borrowed from Jonathan. And I think I was borrowing the acoustic from somebody too. And we would do it like that live, and I missed the feel of that, but it would just feedback terribly, and you know,
it just wasn't practical for our way that we do things. Or we could have just
hear it,
get in, plug in, go.
Right.
The riff was hard enough, but I'd have to play it in a way to where it wasn't feeding back, and it would be, you know. So we just started doing it on electric, and but I didn't realize this was a move, and then it all clicked the other day. And
yeah, that's cool. That's real cool.
Yeah. So we got it for the new record.
That's sick.
Guild T50. Yeah.
With the balancing out, is that something with this record that you guys are consciously were wanting to go into doing as far as like splitting the songwriting between the styled guitar wielding, if you will?
Yeah, that's exactly how.
Dual wielding to your broadsword to your
the dual wield.
Right.
We've talked since we formed about like because we kind of choose to keep it as lean and mean as possible, and then but we have this big range. We don't just do this thing. And so this record was, like I said, originally going to be everything from kind of like lo-fi, big drums, lots of overdubs, all the way up to like really glossy, technical, screamy stuff. And so I think it always was supposed to be a balance of like two vastly different ends.
Yeah.
They've formed together a little more, but it is conscious to keep things balanced between that. So like, if something is acoustic or has that feel, it still could be played live, or it could be like very brooding and layered, or it can be very like, you know what, no, this one we're just thrashing. We're just thrashing through the whole thing, and it doesn't feel like a gimmick. It feels like a choice though upon each song. Like the songs don't have to be that way, but we're choosing for them to like take up their own space, which I think is really neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's, and I keep in mind a lot. So I'll keep in mind like how many new songs we have on one, and that's helpful on where I should even start writing. It's we're heavy on 2 guitar songs right now.
Yeah.
So that means I should go grab my 6-string.
Yeah.
We're heavy on 6 strings and 8-string songs. I should sit with the double guitars for a minute.
Yeah.
And there doesn't ever seem to be like, because I'm just a noodler.
Yeah.
There's never really a hang up. I just got to decide where I'm going to start, what the parameter is or whatever, and try it from there.
With adding Donovan's writing style, how does that play into what you guys are doing guitar? Like, how does that play into what you choose guitar-wise, or as far as directionally even? I mean,
we've gotten the structures down usually. Like Cody brings the song in with a pretty finished structure. Okay. And usually I kind of help us arrange where that should go, how many times, say yes or no to things that he's, more up in the air about. Yeah. Sometimes giving suggestions and ideas. So we formulate that. And then Donovan usually, almost like a vocalist, comes in over top.
Okay.
Usually Cody has melodies and everything because Donovan likes to follow the vocal melody. He likes to do melodic bass, especially because the guitar is doing almost percussive stuff, So I don't think it's influenced how Cody writes, but I think it influences how we feel together as a band when we're performing it. Yeah. Because it makes us excited to hear it, and like it's stuff that we wouldn't have written ourselves, but like goes exactly how we want it to go. I don't know.
Right. Yeah. And there's this, since I'm on an 8-string sometimes, there's finally this thing where I really feel like on this one we're getting a hold of where we should be playing the same low note, and where he's cool to like go and play some cooler higher stuff, or do some more chord stuff if I'm keeping my stuff really busy. So it's really cool. In his, you can tell he's grown with us, because it's not it's kind of weird to play to my riffs. It's totally weird to play to my riffs. It's not like a punk band, and like especially because I don't really communicate how the riff is, where it starts and where it ends.
Well, or I'm better about Jonathan it. Computes it.
I'm better about it now, but like I'll show him something and I'll be like, so is that like a count of 4 and then like a count of like 1 the first time, and I'll be like,
I don't know, man.
Let's figure it out. Let's loop it. This is just how I like how it sounds, and it might
you have to have both of those personalities in like this type of band. You really do. Like, somebody who just like kind of like, because there's so much technicality that if there's no feeling in it, then it's like devoid of something. But if there's too much feeling and less of the technicality, then you're like, it doesn't complete the picture.
I think that's what Narrow Arrow really, like, I haven't been really able to put it into words before, but it's a technical band, but it has the emotional resonance. It doesn't lack, because a lot of technical stuff is very cool, very impressive, a lot of integrity behind it, but doesn't really sit after you're done listening with me. It's not what I want to do. I would rather do like a pop song that's like catchy, but keep the parts technical and keep them interesting, but not losing any emotional resonance, so it still does have like this pretty feeling, but you don't feel like your face is melting.
Right. Yeah. No, it definitely, it's something that like, I know you don't find too much, because like I've tried to find other bands that are similar to you guys, and I don't hear it too often, if much at all, because like it's a lot of it is definitely like very like overly technical half the time, or like just like,
well, thank you,
missing something, like.
And I think a big part of that is the way Jonathan is approaching the drums.
Yep. Exactly.
Because
absolutely
a lot
agree.
of...
I'm not like a metal drummer. I'm not a prog drummer.
He's listening to my part and trying to figure out where it catches best.
Yeah.
Or where it is the most interesting place to catch it. And then you'll find a lot, not every, but a lot of bands, tappy bands, the drummer is following every single hit that the guitar player's doing.
Yeah.
And it's cool, but
right.
It's a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And so by it being, I think it has a lot more emotional resonance. That's a cool movie to do sometimes and stuff. But, you know, I think that's a catchy drum part behind what I want to do. And everybody's doing what they want to do is another important part of it.
Yes. I think that we each we're trying to play to our strengths entirely. There's no reason why some of the songwriting has the kind of guitar parts it has and vice versa, but that's because that's Cody.
Yeah, right.
That's what he brings. For me, these sort of things should have a very fast attack, double kick drum, all the things happening, and I don't do that. That's not who I am. That's not what I listen to. But the connection point is emo, right? Is emo stuff, because I love the technicality and I mean, it's interesting. Like, listen to the first Promise Ring record. That drummer is doing really cool riffy stuff. Yeah. And that stuff I love to follow. Or like Braid, he did really cool technical stuff. And Sunny Day, that drummer does they're really riffy drummers, but none of them are like metal drummers. Yeah. They're almost like riffy rock drummers or riffy indie drummers. You know, they're you know, think about Fugazi and stuff like that.
Some jazz.
Yeah. they've heard some jazz.
But they don't, you know.
They're not a jazz drummer. Yeah, and that's where I am. You
They
know,
took some stuff from it.
Exactly. Their toes in the waiting pool of jazz.
They like it.
And that's entirely me. You know, that's what I prefer to listen to, and that's what I really respect. But I'm not that kind of a drummer. And I'm an indie rock drummer, and I'm a songwriting drummer. Yes. I always wrote drums to my song, period. Like, that's what I wrote drums for. So, like, aiding the song, and also, like, REM is a huge deal to me, and their drummer is so no frills and exactly on the money where he needs to be. And, like, it's an economical drummer is what they call him. You know, it's a restrained drummer. I don't find myself being economical or restrained, but my strength is more in groove or in making something atypical than it is making it fast or interesting. But I say that, and then I'll watch a video, and I'm like, oh, my hands are moving really fast.
Yeah,
like,
you don't give yourself enough credit.
I'm doing some stuff, you know. But
for sure.
Yeah, I mean, but some of that like was me emulating what Sarah did. Because, you know, the Middle Children EP, 3 of those 5 songs, if not 4 of those 5 songs, I mean, it was a voice recording on a phone, but, you know, Sarah had those parts, you know, and I tried to, like, follow and keep up and, like, you know.
And even more so to this new one feeling like it's like our first, it feels like a first record. Yeah.
Wow.
I completely forgot there was that. Parts he was, like,
still playing off
emulating.
Sarah,
we hadn't recorded anything, but we had played like 5 shows with Sarah.
Yeah.
And we were playing with her new band in Grand Rapids on our run in June.
Oh, she has a new
Swan
band?
Drive.
That's her new band?
2-piece shoegaze band, yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah, that'll be really cool.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see
Do they have stuff out anywhere?
Yeah.
Do you know? Yeah,
Yep.
okay. That's dope.
Yep.
I love Sarah's drumming.
You should check it out.
So cool.
And it's there. It's the same drumming.
Sick.
And so
good.
I can't keep up with that. And you know, by Claustra, I was writing entirely, you know, that was all my stuff, but it was this expectation of like, it has to like hit this thing. Now there's no expectation of that, you know, like really, and I hate saying it, but like, because everybody either dogs on it or it's too overplayed, but like, I will say this part first and then the other part second. The Turnstile record, like, really was helpful in being like, everything just fits in its place. Right. And like, it really like, everything is very upfront. And sure, like, I know that drummer can do a lot more stuff, but I really appreciate the largeness and the space in between things. And I feel this way, and this is something that I get razzed about a lot, about, I went through like a spell a couple years ago where I got like really into Red Hot Chili Peppers. And like the thing it's the Rick Rubin thing. It's the producer thing of like hearing like every part is up front. There's nothing, you know, covering it up, and everything is in its right place. Yeah. And like, you only get that through practice, chemistry, and a clean, good professional recording. And so like, I think that those things being like, it's okay if I'm not just like jamming the whole time. The song doesn't have to be a roller coaster. And we're all learning how to create that space. And as a 3-piece, that's really important. Like creating that space together, it's going to make the vocals shine more. It's going to make the guitar shine more. It's going to make the drum and bass groove shine more. So like really creating those areas where we have space and doing it in a more professional place and doing it with more rehearsal, I think just like everything's going to fit in those spots.
Yeah.
And
more vocals from Jonathan as well.
Good. Oh yeah, even better. Good. That's what I like to hear. That's really what I like to hear.
That's what I like to hear.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
I've been saying it for years.
Wow.
And are the vocals going to be more forward sonically?
We'll see. You know,
Okay. All right.
I'm ready.
Yeah,
I'm ready for everything to be more forward. I feel like my guitar is always like, I kind of like, just put a little more reverb on it.
Yeah.
But I'm ready to go in.
The only reason I say, because dovetailing on what you bring to the whole process, like it's I think that is a lot of the reason why I don't find anything that like hits the same or scratches the same itch as your guys' music does, is because like that like I don't know, that popifying of like structuring a math like formulaic type process, I think really hits well and really shines well. And so like having people being able, like you're saying, having everything in its right place, having people being able to actually digest these technical math parts in like, you know, nice edible meal chunks, you know, like
well, if they
I've
don't,
always obfuscated stuff. I really like things to be murky. You know, I like that kind of music. I like it to feel like one big washy piece, and I think that was part of our sound for a minute.
Well,
and I think we're diverging from that a little bit.
I listen to, you know, how it feels to be something on, and I feel like the Middle Children is kind of there sonically. Yes. The vocal is, it's got that haunting sort of vibe, and the vocal is very similar, like volume-wise and where it sits on everything. I don't know if that was on purpose, but
I mean
like,
that's what I like.
Yeah,
I was talking about Brad Wood. That's the way we are naturally. Is that kind of like feel? It's so it will be nice to kind of like really crisp it up and like make it like everything is hitting hard and getting in the ear, and yet it also has. Because I like the glue of that murkiness. I like everything hits you at once, the sonority of that. But if we can have that underlying kind of like a more meticulously fine-combed through on every end, not re-triggering or, you know, like reamping and redoing, not in a way where it feels fake, but where it feels more true, right? It's even more representative of us as individuals and a band, you know, and not just feeling like there has to be this thing kind of like messing with it. You know, it's not a mirror image or reflection of itself. It just is what it is. And you hear it every time, and it still gives you a feeling, but it like is sonically just something that, I mean, that's my goal is, you know, the people that we've been talking about doing it, like they do records that we like, but they do records like by very mainstream and very underground artists because they know how to make things sound really good. You know? Like, in a way I would just be guessing at, you know?
And then, you know, I forget what you said, popifying. Popifying math rock is literally the goal, you know, in writing all the vocal parts. It's straight up, I think of Blank Space by Taylor Swift literally is my like mantra of vocal hooks. And like we said earlier, if that's where I land, I'm not gonna land there, but as like a concept of, you know, you listen to Blank Space and it is hook to hook to hook to hook to hook. Even the bridge is a hook. Right. And there's no point where it's not doing, but it all works together really well. You know, you don't really notice that every single part is a hook. But meet you where you been. That's hook one. Like you just love that naturally. That feels like 100 things, you know, and then the actual hook, you know. So having something like that in mind, but still it's over like a double guitar part, but you know, is like an overlap there, math rock that's like pop music, and but trying to do a vocal that's integrity, not
you guys, not
trying at anything, like literally, like I said, no more gatekeeping, like let myself yarl that I've tried to correct before,
like what you put out is you,
let the rock and roll happen, even if it sounds like pretty too pretty. There's ways we can gruff it up, or just let it be, just let it be pretty. Because I literally sit there and think of people who are gonna make fun of this.
You know.
Yep. And then,
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, and you gotta just not,
Yeah.
you know. And I set myself up for scrutiny too.
Yeah.
That's also just being online. If you want anything to be popular, you got to know how to ground some scrutiny.
Yeah.
You know, you got to know, like,
Right.
when somebody says, critiques anything,
Yeah.
just go to their page. See, if anyone's dealing with this, go to their page, whoever's like giving you some grief, and just look at it. It's never anything.
Yeah,
it's
right.
like a sad person.
Yeah.
And I encourage you to just give them some encouragement on one of their very low viewed videos.
Right.
You know, that's always who it is. It's always, or it's just a troll account.
Yeah.
People
right.
found a catharsis, but
Yeah. Right.
you
right.
know,
that's good.
realizing that nobody knows
Mm-hmm.
anything, and you just got to
Yeah.
quit
Yeah.
quit getting all of these people who are going to make fun of it, or you just get them out.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
And if it doesn't sound good when the song's done, don't put it on the record, but
Yeah.
still pursue it. Don't immediately shut it down.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep. No, that seems to be the theme of life recently, like that for me as well, and a lot of other people that I know. Like, it's just like, I don't know, like breaking away from the social media filter to actually use it as a tool to promote like properly without like worrying about how dumb it looks or whatever.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
It's interesting world.
You know, when I even mentioned the what I was talking about last about taking influence from certain bands and their ethos and their way of going about and process and, you know, the outcome. Part of that is just like, part of that for me was just tearing down what, like, just stop trying to be cool.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
And like,
right,
I really am not, like, I guess I'm just old at this point. So I just
Yeah.
like really don't care if what I like or what I do is cool. At this point, I feel like I've shaved off or edited enough of myself and who my true self is because I was afraid it wouldn't be received as being cool.
Yeah.
And like, I think just letting go of that and just kind of doing it is like the only way to to be happy and go about it and
Right.
make art that you like and can be proud of, because if somebody dogs on it, you weren't trying to impress anybody.
Yeah.
Like you're
Yeah,
just
yeah,
trying
yeah.
to do what you do. And
Yeah.
you meet people all the time who don't dig what you do as a person. There's plenty of people that you don't even interact with or don't want to be friends with or
Right.
don't want to, you know, like, but that also means that there's this whole group of people that are interested in it, that do follow that because you do what you do, because you know, act without over analyzing it or
Yes.
overthinking it, you know.
Yeah.
And I think part of that is just growing older, you know.
Right.
And like we hold on to that, especially as musicians, especially as people that have always kind of not set the trends, but have always tried to like be performative, be out there, be knowledgeable about what we do, stand for our scene or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, then you go through the heartbreak of when everybody's jaded and everybody has a problem with everything, and then you realize just, oh, that's just stupid. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
right.
like you just
Right.
stop being cool,
Yeah.
do what you do naturally, and just keep doing it. You know?
Yeah. Right. Right. That's good.
and stop acting like you know everything.
Yeah.
That's it. I keep saying it's amazing how much I would have actually learned if I didn't act like I knew everything. But it's like a fake it till you make it thing. So
Yeah,
I didn't
right.
know I was supposed to listen sometimes.
Yeah, right,
You're
right.
supposed to walk around like you fucking know everything. If somebody asks you if you know it, you say, "Yeah, I do.
Yeah, of course.
I know it. I know the thing." You know how to do this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Done it hundreds of times. Never learn how to do whatever it is. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. What else? Anything else you guys want to add?
Yeah, so we've actually been able to. I do a project with my friend Soren Song and our friend Travis Stever, who's in the groups LS Dunes and Coed and Cambria, and we've been lucky enough to have the opportunity. I did some recording for Soren to make technically a second EP, but we're putting it all out on Wax Mage as a full length. But Cody is featured on one of the songs and has been a part of the you know, family. You know, a lot of like Travis's friends and like members of Coheed and members of the band 3 and a lot of Soren's friends, you know, Danny Bloom and just a lot of people in that like Woodstock, Nyack world have been a part of it. And it's been really fun. It's called the Nyack chapter.
Okay.
The EPs or chapters 1 and 2. And it's just under the name Soren Song and Travis Stever. But Cody and I are actually going to be hopefully shooting a video for that today. The song that he's featured on, and like I do some guitar on. And
That's sick.
yeah,
Do some vocal. Yeah. So it'll be a song with where we're on with Travis Stever from Coheed and Cambria.
Which is
And
freaking
I'm
sick.
I only am in the video because Anthony Green couldn't do the vocal part.
That's awesome.
I'm taking it.
Yeah, right.
I'm taking
that
it.
rules.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dang, that's
yeah.
sick. Hey, when you know, you know. You know.
So-
Like, it's, dude,
So yeah,
that's
so
so sick.
Jonathan, so Jonathan was pulled me in on it, and
Yeah.
which is awesome.
Uh-huh.
And he's doing recordings for this project, which is a side project of
and
Travis Stever from Ellis Tunes and Coheed and Cambria. And
a lot
he
of
has all of his boys
exactly
on it, but
and Donovan
Soren
got to play bass on one of the tunes for chapter
that's
1.
sick.
So all 3 members of Narrow Era are
That's
on the
cool.
record, and
Nice.
yeah.
Dude, that's so sick. When is it coming? Is it
So-
already out? Or I know I saw some of it.
Yeah,
has been-
chapter 1 is out, and there's a lot of videos up, but I'm not sure if because it went back down because Soren had another album taken down, and maybe I think took this one down too until chapter 2 is released.
Okay.
But there's chapter 1 that should be out still. Chapter 2, I'm sending final mixes today. We're doing this video shoot, and then that should be it, and it'll be out in the next couple weeks.
Okay.
The Wax Mage vinyl release is going to be probably, up to a year down the road.
Yeah.
They have a back catalog of things, but I know it's going to be on the actual label, which will be a lot of fun. Ty and I have been talking about that. And
Wax Mage is transitioning to being a label,
To a full label?
and not
Yeah.
just
Oh, that's
a
smart.
pressing
Yeah.
plant. So
Yeah, that's real smart.
Inside
That's
Got a
sick.
Groove in Cleveland.
yeah.
Nice.
But
So all really good stuff. We're really happy with everything, and it's fun to see a bunch of post-hardcore guys making a kind of an indie Americana,
Yeah, right.
record.
Piano, bass,
and acoustic guitar, and
yeah. But Soren's quite the character, and
Soren's amazing. One
it's
of the
really
best
awesome
friends.
that they got us in and got Jonathan involved, and
Yeah.
it's crazy to hear him talk too, because it's like in the room, it's like maybe we should get Nels Klein. I'll see if Nels Klein can play guitar
From
on
Wilco.
this. From Wilco. Maybe Soren will say, if Claudio isn't down to play, Claudio Sanchez isn't down to play from Coheed and Cambria, isn't down to play the guitar.
We'll get the lead singer
We'll
and
see.
guitar player from the Deer Hunter.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so Casey's
get
on there
him.
now. So
Easy
he's on.
switch up. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Small switch up, I should say.
right.
So thank you, Soren,
Yeah,
for
exactly.
all the name drops.
Yeah, right.
exactly.
They are a real one for sure. Real true artists, true artist mentality.
In fact, they are texting me right now, telling me that they met Michael Stipe, Mike Mills, and Peter Buck of REM, and I don't know if this is a setup for a joke or if they are just taunting me. This could be either way.
It could be walked into a bar joke.
any
out
of
of
it,
It
sorts.
really could be. You never know. There might be a long pun associated with this,
man.
or they really did. That's
Well, check back in with Jonathan in a couple
Yeah,
weeks
stay
after you hear
tuned.
this episode
Stay
and we find
tuned.
out. We'll be
Yeah,
looking for
see
updates and
see it in the show notes, the punchline or the news.
yeah, seriously, I want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But how about you, Tom? When's going well?
When is when winning?
We got
Yeah.
we got a single out.
Yep, we did. Yeah, finally. Another one that we're
and you-
working on.
Good for you for playing the game with the
Thank you.
TikTok Reels game.
Thank
You're
you, thank
posting
you.
playthroughs, posting.
Yeah, man.
Stay on it.
Yeah, that's why when you
You don't have
like,
to post every single day.
You don't
either.
have to,
I kind of
but
think that's annoying. They're like,
it is.
if
but
you
I'm
ask any,
trying to.
if you
I'm
ask,
trying real hard to.
Oh, I'm not
gonna
sure if you
lie.
are. I'm not sure if
Yeah.
you are. That's what they say to do.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not sure if you are or not. I was
Yeah.
critiquing you
I
what
have
you're
a-
currently doing. At
No,
all.
I have a very obnoxious plan to go about when we release the music video. So we'll
That's-
see how
okay,
if it
well,
works.
But you don't have to post
But
every
you
day.
don't have to.
Let's go. All I'm saying,
No, you don't have
It
to.
sounded so acute. I didn't realize that you were actually posting every day
I'm not.
actively.
I'm not. Unfortunately, you just hit a sore
Well, there.
spot of my failures.
Well,
Thanks,
no,
Cody.
I should be. No, I should
I'm
be
just
encouragement. Like
The critique podcast.
they want you to do that. Those influencers
right.
and those
You don't
videos you
have
watch
to.
want you to do that, but
Yeah.
by their putting that in their video, they're getting boosted by the
Right,
algorithm.
Right.
So
That's
it's like,
true.
well, this person knows what they're talking about, but it's promoting the thing that you're on.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we've gotten enough traction posting once, maybe twice a week.
Right.
We
It's
definitely need to
crazy.
be posting more.
But even just like doing that extra bit, like just that, like once or twice, like not stressing about much of anything. It's crazy how much it works.
Yeah,
like
and just getting your in front of people who are on there all the time. It really is. It does work to post in. It's crazy. We just started posting more in January, kind of New Year's resolution style, even though we didn't speak that way about it. Right. And it's already like giving opportunities when we're booking stuff. It's people look at it.
I was just about to say, I want to know what the translation rate actually is, because we're not, I'm booking, so and I'm not great at that.
So unfortunately, but kind of fortunately, everything is numbers, social media numbers. Yeah. So, but also you don't have to pay marketing companies anymore. Marketing companies started approaching Jonathan and I. I was real flattered. Yeah. They started hitting up Narrow Arrow, being like, "We want to work with you." Turns out it's just kind of like a dying industry, because they're just going to say, blow up your TikTok, blow up your Instagram Reels. Yeah, right. All the social medias, YouTube, Shorts.
Just do the things.
And just blow that up. So that's all you got to be doing. And that's because that's all anybody's going to tell you to do. Yeah. And venues, like cold hitting up venues, they're going to go look at your Instagram numbers now, which we had to start over our Instagram in 2022.
Did you?
Right before a big tour, our Instagram just disappears. So did Jonathan's Facebook account. Weird. So we had like almost 3,000 followers in an account that had been open since the band started. Like that was like the first thing you started. But Instagram wasn't the number one way that people were looking at.
Yeah, who knows? It was like buying stock in like 2022. Crypto, or buying crypto or something like back then. Like
I almost it was like, let's not start another one. And we had a big tour coming up with that we had spent a long time planning, and it was in March, so it's like probably the anniversary coming up of our dead Instagram account. We don't know how to get it back. Don't know.
Yeah, my Facebook
Meta is like a supercomputer now or something.
Yeah, my Facebook got. I think my PayPal got hacked, or my email did, and so then somebody bought a bunch of ads on Facebook, and whatever the content was, or however it was doing it, shut it down. And then Meta was asking me to prove I was me, and it wasn't accepting my proof I was me. And then eventually, I found a phone number, and the phone number takes you through a series of things, and then at the end it says, there is no phone support for Meta at this time. So it was like the most, like crazy, like it was like a Charlie Kaufman movie.
Really bad.
And then eventually they accepted my ID. Yeah. And it said, we have 25 days to view your account. If we do not, it will be permanently deleted. Not if they don't approve it, if they don't get to it. And so the email I got was, it's been 25 days. We are now deleting your account. We were unable to review your account at this time. So I had thousands of friends I had met on tour, and my whole life since 2007, all my pictures,
that's
like
your
everything.
resume as an artist, let alone all the nostalgic stuff.
Yeah.
Like
that was like my journal essentially. So I don't do Facebook like I did. It's not how I connect with people. It's like how I look at Facebook Marketplace. And but our Instagram was tied to it. So gone.
It was gone immediately, and it was like, I don't want to do another one.
Dude, why would you? I mean, that's so much.
And also at the time, it's
so
like,
many people.
TikTok's blowing up now. Everybody's going to be on TikTok, and then there's going to be the next thing. So let's figure out another way around this. And then he was like, I had people in venues and stuff that I was booking through Instagram and stuff. So we started another one, and I had to go back and follow everybody that and then slowly build it back up. So now we're almost to 2,000 followers, but also it's gotten harder to get followers now, and they really make you work for it. And they want you to put the money into the promotion because it's what people are looking at. But I don't know. I'm like, if we hang on just a little longer, it's going to not be that anymore or something. But I don't know. They seem to really got a good foothold on it, and they do keep making it more inconvenient.
They do. Yeah, they're making it more and more important,
yeah,
unfortunately.
They're good at it. It's literally what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, right.
Make us on it all the time.
It's so annoying.
But I don't know, a part of me, and I've been up late enough to want to text Jonathan and be like, let's just get rid of everything but our website and our YouTube page, and we'll just keep our Bandcamp and just do that. But you can't do that. We're too small still. Yeah. We just started getting going again, and then it's
Yeah. No, I get it.
Getting going again on the social media.
Just can't rely on it. It's a tool, but we can't put all of our eggs in that basket.
I don't know, and I want to tell everybody else they can't rely on it either. Right. But it's the cold hitting up venues and stuff and trying to book things. They're gonna go and see your Instagram numbers. Yeah. And they should check out Reels. But if you got, they can see how many views your stuff is getting.
Yeah.
So there's even it doesn't really matter if a band is new or not.
Right.
They can, if there's stuff on there that's doing well and you're actively posting and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
This is all arbitrary too, from me obsessing over it.
Or a ton of venues and stuff. Nobody gets back to you. Nobody gets back to you. Like one venue has gotten back to me out of like. They just don't care. I'm assuming it's because numbers aren't like massive on the Instagram and like
it's just
things like that, and they're just oversaturated. Maybe, I don't know, but
it still works with you. Just got to have friends that help set it up for you.
Yeah,
Like it was
exactly.
like that in the MySpace days. You meet a bunch of people and like
right.
And it's still in that same formula.
Absolutely right. Yeah, and then our problem is the two members of Dive Bomb, me and Aaron, that started this band, were also the two members that don't talk to people or are extremely quiet. So like Jake and Austin were the ones with all the contacts from Dive Bomb. So like
Band Jam,
figuring out like booking stuff with that. So that's really been our major hill,
bro. So La Delay ended, and I really kind of felt like I fell on Jonathan.
Yeah.
For stuff, because I was just so used to that band just being the singer and the guitar player. I'd write stuff, and Aaron and Jocelyn would handle everything. And when Sarah was in the band, she'd kind of be more on my level. Like, she could contribute artistically, though, other stuff rather than play the drums. But then when that ended, I kind of fell on Jonathan for stuff. And then he kind of like, you got to do this. Like, I can't do this. And then so, when I first started booking people, I was just like copy pasting what he was sending people and like changing the things. And he's like, yeah, just do that. And that worked. And then now I finally got the hang of it. But I had to learn.
And I'm no good at it.
Point is, I've had to learn. And because it is different now. And all the booking guys are younger now normally.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it is all social media based a lot of the time. Yeah. But what I have found booking this last run is keep it short. And it can be casual. One link tree.
Yeah, right.
Link tree it. Yep, make sure the first thing at the top is the thing you want them to click on or whatever. The most popular, successful thing, coolest, professional looking thing. Yeah. And then just say, I need a hold. Yeah. Ask for, say hold. They like that.
Oh, yeah?
I need a hold. I need a hold for this date.
Oh, okay.
Hi, we're Win from Ohio.
Yeah.
I'm Tom, Win from Ohio. I need a hold for this date.
Yeah.
Send them the link tree.
Okay.
And then thank you for your time.
Yeah.
And they'll get back to you.
Okay.
They don't want to sit there and read a big long thing I figured out.
That makes sense.
Now, if you've already got like some local support, add that in there.
Yeah.
I've confirmed local support.
Yeah.
This is what we do.
Yeah.
I even say I'm Cody from Ohio-based math rock band.
Yeah.
And then if they read that, they don't know what it means. They're not going to fuck with it. I don't want to be there anyway, right?
Right. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Probably not.
What's an Ohio?
Yeah, what's Ohio? You already said hi.
Yeah. Where did these guys get off?
Have you ever heard anybody say Ohio as a greeting?
As a greeting? And that's like Cheerio. But Io.
I mean, hell is Slays, but he knows the math rock part.
Yeah,
never heard of Ohio.
And
I love Hella.
Oh man, sick.
But
yeah, social media, man, it's horrible.
Yeah,
and I love it.
But it actually, to say a good thing about it, it is how I wrote, like trying to post more in like the summer of 2024, trying to post more and running out of ideas on what to do. And then I started doing these alarm clock riffs.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
And then the first one I did, I already had a riff that kind of fit with an alarm clock. But then I had to start writing them.
Yeah.
And then now, like, our new album, like 4 to 6 of those riffs are the riffs I was writing to
really?
Alarm clocks.
Yeah, so it's like an exercise. It's a
exercise. That makes so much sense. That's cool.
Yeah, and it really cool. Made me play things at different tempos, so I had to do different techniques.
You're right.
And maybe like try different chord shapes and stuff. And,
that's so sick.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
So it's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it, but
yeah. Oh, that's fun.
I'm mad about it.
But
I'm angry.
Posting, I'm so pissed because I'm so proud of them.
No, it's all good. It's all good. I love it.
Yeah, but if I, wasn't trying to post more, I wouldn't have thought to even try it that way. And a big part of writing, dense guitar riffs or trying to write thick riffs they all start to sound the same.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And so it was a really cool way to break it up, like I said, tempo-wise, key-wise, you know.
That's cool.
Thick riffs.
Thick riffs. Yeah, because, I don't shred. I've said it before, like, I'm not a shredder. I'm a noodler.
Yeah.
I'm not a shredder. I'm a toidle.
Those udon noodles. Oh.
I'm not a shredder. I'm a toidle.
I'm a toidle. Oh, my gosh.
Well.
Yeah, no guitar solos in era songs.
That's true. I'm going to add them all.
Yeah, we're going to go do some... Yeah, we're going to make this record big. It's just like pentatonic guitar solos all over it.
The whole time. Guitar harmonies.
Yeah.
Seventh chords.
Sometimes once
just
you get...
once, just add one.
Just one.
But only for like a reel or something. And
I think you could get away.
Tease it as a joke.
I think we could get away with it maybe one time.
Yeah.
It would have to be done right. Back to the Sunny Day Real Estate stuff and doing the Indian scales. It's like that works for how it feels to be something on. It works for that. Them using like Indian stuff when like we were saying the Beatles when the Beatles do it. And I don't really. Not my thing.
I just don't like it when they use the sitar.
Oh, the sitar. Okay, not specifically the scales.
I like because like Norwegian wood and stuff has little bits and pieces and it has a sitar. But yeah, the stuff that's just like it's like okay, George. At least you wrote something.
Yeah.
Like, literally and figuratively.
Well, and then Big Star's #1 record, like it would be a perfect record, except they put India song on it.
It's fine. It's fine.
Well, it made REM do things like radio song.
Yeah, that's true.
And the only reason Big Star probably did that is because George Harrison did that in the Beatles.
You're right.
Yeah.
So, and radio song is,
the Beatles
Out of Time,
everything.
I think would be more people's favorite if it didn't start with radio song. Jonathan's educated me on REM too.
Yeah. It's hard not to talk about.
It's good. It's good. It's
this
so
is
weird.
a good circle back around because Soren sent me a picture of them with REM.
And
then said, so it's like a 2008 photo of the three members of REM and then Soren in the corner, and it just says that's me in the corner. Which is a
Photoshop square with a different background in the corner.
That's me in the corner.
That's me in the corner.
Yeah. And then did one with them in a spotlight. More AI, I think, based though, like really well shopped in this time. But I like that they started with the corner.
That's me.
That's way better.
That's me in the spotlight.
Exactly.
Okay,
perfect.
Great bit. That's a Soren bit. Perfect Soren bit. Happened in real time on the podcast.
Soren would have called me if they actually were meeting. If they actually met the members. So that's one of those things.
Well, you'd hope.
Well, you're right. You're right.
Yeah. Might be 3 a.m. I don't know.
We could be having a tiff.
Yeah.
Could be.
Well, guys, anything else? If not,
I feel good.
I feel good.
I feel good all over.
I feel good.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Thanks, Tom, for having us on.
Yeah, thank you, Tom.
Thank you for coming on, guys.
Thanks for letting us have a conversation with each other.
Do you want me to read the track list real quick before we go of the new songs? Because we have like fun name games with them. I'll just read them one time, and then if you want to...
Write in the comments.
If you want to go through...
Do you want to do them like names and I'll say the actual like translation of what they are?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes. All right. In no particular order how they're going to end up on the record, by the way.
Good.
And it also looks like I changed one here. But anyway, here we go. Coyote. Our Son Nick.
Arsenic.
New Monique Dev Isis.
Mnemonic devices.
Oh, nice.
Emily Ann Dolores.
$1 million.
I Declare Ethel Moore.
I Declare Thumbmore.
Guardian. Louisiana. Wes Darren Phyllis Sophie.
Western philosophy.
Penguin.
Penguin.
Or Penguin. Yeah. Penguin. Duh. And then frequency.
Frequency.
Frequency. Wait, I thought you said you weren't doing this anymore.
Oh no,
we say it every record.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, definitely Animal on the cover.
Yeah.
And Name Game.
Okay.
Both are
but I don't
staples.
know. I know it's this is the last record that we can do it, and then it's burned out. But we can't not do a record without an animal on the cover. And like as far as my brain works, you know,
those are things that are Narrow Arrow.
which it wasn't anything we sat around and decided. It just was like this would be great, and then it ends up being a cat. Like you had the thought of Moose, my late golden retriever.
Yeah, I just wanted
Claustro.
Moose. Yeah.
She's so
Yeah,
cute.
and then the second record was a cat, which Jonathan just sent me a picture of. A cool picture
It was
of a
a
cat.
co-teacher. She, her sister, had a picture of this cat up on like a huge, weird shelf, and it was just making this like horrifying face. And my co-teacher Lexi, she edited it to look like a black metal record, and I showed him. I was like, Cody, you got to use this for your black metal band. And he goes, no, we need this for Narrow Arrow. I was like, we 100% do, and that's where that happens.
That's
so,
sick.
Yeah.
so this
That's
next
so
one
sick.
is a swan with its head going into the water, and it's a mirror image of the reflection. So it's like it looks like a dark and a light swan coming together as one.
By Kaylee Krause.
Yeah, so good. Yeah,
She's the best.
Yeah.
yeah. Hoping
And she did the picture of Mila on the cover of Claustro
yeah.
too,
So it's all in the family. It's all
Yeah.
that same
so,
stuff.
but she just posted that. I was like, "Can I use this for the next record?" Because it's awesome. Just a swan.
I love her photography. It's so good.
Its head buried most of the way in the water, but
Into
the water's
itself.
very it's perfect. It's a beautiful photo.
That's sick. That's so sick.
So
I'll hold it up to the microphone right
yeah,
now.
so
so
you-
Jonathan's
can
just
you
gonna
guys
hold it
see
up to the mic.
Yeah, you can see.
See,
Ah,
wasn't lying.
it sounded beautiful.
That picture of the swan sounded beautiful. Yep.
Hey.
Cool.
Sick. Do you guys have a tentative date for it that you'd hope for?
No, we're just gonna see how the recording goes, and
Perfect.
as soon as we can get it out,
You
really. But
will all
after,
know.
but we're gonna have somebody mix it.
Yeah.
We got some people, but we might send it to some people to see if they might fund some mixing.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Once we get some stuff, so
There's a lot of names that I heard dropping on this. that
We'll see.
Know people. So
Yeah.
we'll
exactly.
see. Yeah, we've been around. We stayed in the game long enough to got some names now. Got some names we can hit up.
sick. Oh,
So
well, boys, I look forward to
not
it.
that they're not going to charge us their full rate.
Well, for sure, but at least you
we
know
can
their
get their
names.
attention
Yeah,
now
right?
a little bit. Yeah,
You have a number to a name.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. But thanks for having us, Tom.
Yes,
Dude,
Tom.
yeah,
This has
thanks
been
for coming
awesome.
on, guys. This has been so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's been another episode of the Open Mic Podcast. I'm your host, Tom Hirst, brought to you by Richland Source Newsroom After Hours. And yeah, this is great. I don't know what else I'd normally say. I just blanked out.
Band
But,
Jim.
Yeah, Band Jam. Look for Band Jam LLC.
Band Jim. JYM.
Band Jim. Yeah, why did I say
Band
Jam? Band Jim.
Because that is what
Jam,
would make
right.
sense.
Yeah,
but
right.
that's why
Band
it's
Jim.
perfect. Yeah.
Band Jim. Yep. Band Jim LLC coming soon. It's like Planet Fitness for bands.
Yeah, I just want a little canopy over the side door in my basement.
Yeah.
Bonfire. Also, the band and Band Jim could
Yep.
be the Bonfire Bee,
Oh.
There we go.
which Ori Resch killed that design.
Always.
That logo is like
Perfect.
Along with the alpaca bowl.
the alpaca
Oh, yeah.
bowl
Dude, those
design.
photos look dope.
Yeah.
He's
So fun.
Very
it's
good.
So Ori's so good. But yeah,
Yeah.
we have alpaca bowl sweatshirts for sale at bonfirenationltd.com.
yeah. Buy them.
Buy them up.
Yeah.
There's probably some still free shippy discount codes.
Fund these mixes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we paid for a studio this time.
Yeah,
We're not
it's
doing
not
a home
cheap.
studios now. We're going to a big boy studio,
Nope.
doing big boy things now.
Yeah, it's not cheap.
It's a new year in arrow.
Yeah, please. Yeah. Mansfield, Ohio is the greatest city in the continental U.S. Peace.
Doctor.